Neil Sedaka, the legendary American singer-songwriter known for timeless classics like Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, Calendar Girl, and Oh, Carol, passed away at the age of 86. His death marked the end of a remarkable career that spanned more than 6 decades in the music industry. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Sedaka showed musical talent from a young age, studying classical piano before transitioning into pop music. He quickly became one of the defining voices of the late 1950s and early 1960s. Sedaka first rose to fame as a teen idol, but proved he was far more than just a passing trend. Alongside lyricist Howard Greenfield, he wrote and recorded hit after hit, shaping the early sound of American pop. Songs like Happy Birthday, Sweet 16, and Stairway to Heaven further cemented his place on the charts. His smooth voice, combined with catchy melodies and heartfelt lyrics, made him a favorite among young audiences at the time. When the British invasion changed the music landscape in the mid-1960s, Sedaka's popularity in the United States declined. Many American artists struggled during that era, but Sedaka refused to fade away. He began rebuilding his career internationally, particularly in the United Kingdom and Australia, where his songwriting talent remained highly respected. During this period, he focused more on composing and less on performing, quietly strengthening his craft. By the early 1970s, Sedaka staged one of the most impressive comebacks in pop music history. With support from industry figures and renewed creative direction, he returned to the American charts with hits such as Laughter in the Rain, Love Will Keep Us Together, and Bad Blood. His resurgence proved that he was not limited to one era. Instead, he demonstrated adaptability and resilience, qualities that earned him admiration from both peers and fans. Throughout his career, Sedaka was known for his disciplined work ethic. Musicians who collaborated with him often described him as meticulous in the studio, paying close attention to every note and lyric. He believed that strong melodies were timeless and that songwriting was both an art and a responsibility. Even as musical trends shifted, he maintained his commitment to crafting emotionally resonant songs. Following news of his passing, tributes poured in from across the entertainment world. Fellow artists, radio hosts, and longtime collaborators expressed sadness while celebrating his contributions to pop music. Many credited him with influencing generations of singer-songwriters who followed. Social media platforms were flooded with fans sharing personal stories about how his songs became part of major life moments. Radio stations across the country dedicated special programming blocks to his music. Streaming platforms reported noticeable increases in plays of his greatest hits. Music historians reflected on how Sedaka helped define the early structure of modern pop songwriting, emphasizing strong hooks, memorable choruses, and relatable themes of love and heartbreak. After his death, attention turned to funeral arrangements. According to individuals close to the family, the service was organized as a private ceremony attended by immediate family members, close friends, and selected figures from the music industry. The family chose to keep the event intimate, consistent with Sedaka's preference for maintaining privacy in his personal life. Public interest quickly grew regarding whether the funeral included an open casket viewing. However, the family did not release official confirmation about that detail. No formal public statement addressed whether the service was open or closed casket. Instead, representatives emphasized that the focus was on honoring his life respectfully rather than sharing specific ceremonial elements. Those who attended described the service as calm, reflective, and deeply emotional. Soft instrumental versions of Sedaka's most beloved songs reportedly played as guests gathered. The atmosphere was not described as dramatic or extravagant, but rather centered on gratitude and remembrance. Several speakers shared personal memories of Sedaka. Friends from the music industry spoke about his professionalism and kindness. They highlighted how he remained humble despite decades of success. Family members focused on his devotion as a husband and father, reminding attendees that behind the fame was a man who valued home and family deeply. Attendees noted that stories shared during the ceremony emphasized his resilience. From early fame to career challenges and later comebacks, Sedaka's life was marked by persistence. Those closest to him described how he approached obstacles with determination rather than discouragement. While the funeral itself was private, fans around the world created their own tributes. Many gathered online to stream his music simultaneously, turning digital platforms into spaces of collective remembrance. Others revisited old vinyl records, concert footage, and interviews to reconnect with his voice. Music experts pointed out that Sedaka's influence extends beyond chart statistics. His songwriting structure influenced countless artists in pop, rock, and adult contemporary genres. The clarity of his melodies and the sincerity of his lyrics became templates studied by aspiring musicians. In the days following the funeral, additional messages of sympathy continued to arrive from across the globe. International artists expressed appreciation for the foundation he helped lay in pop music. Some described him as a bridge between early rock and roll and the polished pop productions that followed. Though many details of the funeral remained private, those who attended reportedly described a final musical tribute that served as a symbolic farewell. One of his classic songs was softly played as the service concluded, allowing guests to reflect quietly. Neil Sedaka's passing represents the closing of an important chapter in music history. His career demonstrated longevity, reinvention, and dedication to craft. While the specifics of his funeral were intentionally kept out of the spotlight, the respect shown by family, friends, and the global music community reflects the enduring impact of his life's work. As tributes continue, fans are choosing to celebrate not only the man but the music that defined generations. Though the ceremony itself was private, his legacy remains public and lasting. His songs continue to echo across radio waves and streaming playlists, ensuring that while his life has ended, his melodies live on.